Greetings, Captains. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to my gaming channel, Justice Gaming. I'm in Star Trek Online once again, going to play a brand new mission episode that has come out with the Season 23 update, House United. If you are not familiar with this playthrough, check out the House United video that I put up, which goes over everything that is available in this new update. Part of that are 2 new missions, and in the last video I just recorded under the Klingon Civil War, I did a video on the new mission, Warriors of the Empire. So check that one out first as it leads into the next one that we're going to play today, called A Day Long Remembered. Basically, the last mission brought all the houses together and allowed them to come to our side, basically, and are going to fight with us against Jempok. And that's the big culmination of this storyline that we're looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they end this storyline. Is it truly going to be ended? Is this it? I don't know. But I'm expecting a huge space battle, and maybe a ground one too. Because we've got the Gorn, we've got the Orions, we've got the Alachi, we've got all these houses of the Klingons coming to our aid. It's going to be huge. Let's get into it. A Day Long Remembered. With allies old and new at her side, Ja'ula is ready to take the fight to Kronos and dethrone the self-proclaimed Emperor Jempok. How many must die before a house divided is restored?
Jempok is trapped on Kronos, guarded by the few warriors loyal to his cause. Our recent victories have weakened his position and brought many allies to our banner. There will not be a better time to strike. As Kalish once defeated the forces of the tyrant Molor, so shall we put an end to the reign of Jempok. Join us in the Boreth system as we prepare for glorious and honorable battle.
Go to the Boreth system in the beta quadrant and meet with your allies, and the reward for this is a universal kit module called Tetrion Mine Barrier. So at least we get a little bit better of a reward this time, a universal kit module, so that's nice. Creates 5 Tetrion mines for 60 seconds in a V shape that take 4 seconds to arm. Once armed, when an enemy closes to within 1.5 meters, they detonate, causing foes within 3 meters to suffer 180 kinetic damage, 50% shield penetration, 21 additional drain to shield. So that's nice. I'm not sure if it's a worthy reward to the mission or not. I know the last one wasn't, but we'll see. All right, accept, exit. Begin. A Day Long Remembered. I'm ready. Let's end this storyline. One thing I don't like, and you all know how I am by now, is a lot of I like dialogue, don't get me wrong. I don't like a lot of dialogue. I believe it goes excessive sometimes in this game. So it looks like we're going to have some anyway. So we're not going to be able to avoid that. Let's talk to Adepta first.
There is a human saying. Necessity is the mother of invention. After all I have experienced in this war, I have come to realize the profound wisdom in those words. Necessity drove me to create defenses against the tricks of Akar. It has driven us to work with the Alachi on defenses against a weapon that once belonged to us.
It also led to the means to close mycelial rifts and restore the sanity of corrupted Elachi, to turn foes into friends.
Indeed, we gained staunch allies in the liberated Elachi.
I suppose necessity drove us to join the fight against Jempok, although the chance to make a tidy profit was also a motivating factor. I suspect the Nausicaans, Lethians, and Ferasans felt the necessity of staying loyal to Jempok. Too bad. They're about to learn they're backing the wrong side.
So Jempok does have allies. It looks like the Nausicaans, Lethians, and Ferasans are allies. So that is going to be more people to fight. Talk to Martok.
And then he said, either move, or I'm going to have to place you under arrest. Ah! A Ferengi Starfleet cadet telling 3 Klingon warriors to move. That boy had more courage than 10 of these Nokpu surrounding Jempok. Remember this. Courage comes in all sizes and shapes.
If they're referring to Nog, that's excellent and a great thing they did there. All right, indeed.
Our Master Kang knew this as well. When I was a child, he told me of his glorious adventures. He went into battle with brave and honorable warriors from many worlds. Humans, Trill, even Vulcans.
I do not care what planet they come from. If they are here to knock Jempok from his throne, they are friends of mine. If we are victorious, I will drink with them and sing great songs of glory. And should we die, I will see them in Stovacor, and we will take our place among the honored dead.
Okay, and now Laurel.
As we stand ready to attack Jempok, I am reminded of another adversary, Cole of House Kor. Like Jempok, he craved personal power, to be the single ruler of the Empire. For a time, it seemed that he would succeed, but in the end, his arrogance led to his undoing. Such will be the fate of Jempok today.
Okay.
I regret following the orders of such a dishonorable leader. Fortunately, there are others who stand ready to take his place and serve the Empire well. The future holds no place for Jempok and those like him. The only place for them is Grethor.
You may be right. I doubt he will seek an honorable end to this conflict.
Jempok ordered the invasion of Gorn space and forced our king to bend the knee. Since then, we have been little more than puppets of the Empire and of Jempok. Today, we will fight for the Empire, not as pawns, but as equals. Today, the puppets will cut the strings!
Agreed, an alliance of equals is far more preferable. I also want to say I like the design of the Gorn here. Great looking Gorn. Okay. Discuss the plan. Attack?
Warriors from many worlds, you stand ready to fight and restore the Empire. It is my honor to go into battle with you. Know this. Today, the forces of Jempok will know defeat!
You know what you must do. Face your enemy, show them your blade, fight well, in the name of Kalis, and for the glory of the Empire!
Remember what you fight for today. All of you, no matter what world you call home,
Can't see your
know what it means to be Klingon. If that is in your heart, and the enemy takes your life, today will be a good day to die.
Win or lose, the Klingon Empire will not soon forget the day.
Said. All hands, report to your stations. We depart for Kronos soon. Dismissed. Before you return to your ship, I would speak to you.
More dialogue.
A lot is riding on the Alachi, and their modifications to this vessel. Do they have your confidence? Your trust?
They do.
Let us hope so. There is one other matter.
I'm listening.
You were at my side in Grethor. You know of the deal I made to secure Laurel's freedom. I have asked those I trust to fulfill my oath should I fall in battle. I count you among their number. If I die before ending Akar and Jempok, will you do what must be done to send them both to Grethor?
Yeah, sure.
Very well. By your hand or mine, may Akar and Jempok stand before Feklar on this day. The fleet is in position. Beam back to your ship when you are ready to proceed.
So, yeah. Sounds like we may be left to be the ones to do the ultimate.
The fleet is in position.
Ultimate
just
thing.
outside the range of enemy sensors. When the word is given, we'll go to maximum warp and travel to the assigned coordinates. Move your vessel into
I like how they're
position
giving us a
when you're
chance
ready.
to prepare, because maybe our ships are not that great. You know, maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe you don't have enough whatever you need. Because apparently they're sounding like this is going to be a big battle. So they're giving you time here to prepare your ship and your powers and all that. That's nice. I'm ready, though. Let's give this thing a shot. If I die with honor.
The time draws near. If you are prepared for
ready.
honor, for glory, for the Empire!
It's a nice warp out. Everyone warping out at once. That's cool.
All ships have reported in. We are holding position outside the Praxis debris field. Loyalist forces are moving into defensive positions, as expected.
The last time I saw Praxis, it was the first night of a full moon. Like the Empire, I thought it would last forever. And yet now, the Empire is shattered, like the moon above our homeworld.
Unlike Praxis, the Empire can be restored.
Indeed. It is our duty, and we will not fail. Attention all hands! The time has come. Begin the assault. For the Empire!
Alright, let's go. Here we go, folks.
Yes, this is more like it. Helm, get us into knife fighting range. Tactical, full power to disruptors.
The incoming hostiles are Lethians, Nausicaans, and Veratians.
Of course, the coward sent his pawns into battle while we cowards are...
Actually, this is not too bad right now. This was very easy, actually. Wonder if it's going to get harder.
Lady Jaula, my thanks for bringing your fleet into range.
Well, are you going to chew ligament all day? Shut up and fight!
Wait your turn, woman. Gunner, you may fire the weapon at will.
This stock is ready to fire, but it isn't targeting the Katinga.
What? All ships, take evasive action!
What is that?
Target's shields have failed.
It's got a green thing on it. Am I supposed to fight it? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, it's like a mycelial weapon. Well, that's exactly what it is. So don't be there when that happens, I guess.
I will tear your pathetic fleet apart, Jaula. Ship by ship.
4 shields
Why
failing.
you? Why?
Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%.
If Jimpock will not willingly fire upon us, then we must trick him into doing so.
Evasive maneuvers, all ships! Do not let them lock onto you!
Rear shields failing. Target's shields have failed.
It's a lot of ships. That's what makes it difficult. It's not that they're difficult to take out, it's that there's a lot of them. And then you have this mycelial weapon thing going off that you need to avoid. And it obviously is color-coded so you know when it's going to happen. But if you back off from it, not a big deal. Yeah, more ships keep coming in.
You've been targeted by the Kriska. Rendezvous with the Katinga and draw Jimpock's fire to me!
Rendezvous with the Katinga, okay.
All hands, prepare to be targeted by the mycelial weapon. Brace for impact!
Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh. Cutscene. Didn't expect a cutscene there, but cool.
I told you not to fire at Jaula.
Was she destroyed?
I cannot tell. Too much interference on sensors.
Okay. This is unique. That's a cool visual. He's very shocked.
It worked. Tarsev's device worked.
Once more onto the breach.
Dear
and
Brent.
there's the Alachi. Jimpock has to be scared now. That was a cool little thing.
The liberated Alachi are here to fight at your side, as we promised.
Glory to you, Tarsic, and to your
Targeting shields have failed.
Kapla! Fighting alongside Alachi. Your dishonor knows no bounds, traitor.
I believe you touched a nerve, my lady. The Christok is decloaking for battle.
Destroy every vessel between us and the Katinga, but leave her intact.
All vessels, fire to disable the Christok. They will not have a warrior's death.
Reading fluctuations in shields and impulse systems on the Christok. Their weapons are still online, however. The Christok is taking damage, but they are still in the fight. Keep
No,
up
they're
the
not.
pressure!
They are not in the fight. They are out of the fight.
Reading massive system failures on the Christok, and their main drive is leaking plasma. They are disabled.
To all warriors aboard the Christok, this is Matriarch Jaula. You are beaten. Stand down and prepare to be boarded. Surrender the tyrant Jimpock to me, and you will be shown leniency. Defend him, and you will know death.
And you really think they'll surrender?
There will be no victory for you today, traitors. If I cannot have Kronos, no one will. I will detonate the very weapon that Lorel used to become Chancellor. The home world will become the grave
Now
of
that's
the Klingon
just-
Empire.
That's just
Test me at
mean.
your peril.
It is called a hydrobomb. A terrorist placed it in the planet's core during the war with the Federation. Some allies acquired the detonator and gave it to me. It allowed me to give the High Council a choice. Accept my leadership, end the war, or face the destruction of Kronos.
And now Jimpock is offering us a similar choice.
He has beamed to the Great Hall and raised defensive shields. He means to dig in, wait for reinforcements, and force us to quit the field. If we push too hard, call his bluff.
That's funny because here's what's funny. We're sitting here and doing all this talking and all this dialogue about we're going to beam over and take out Jimpock on the ship. And during all this time that we're wasting talking to each other with this dialogue, he just beams off the ship back to the planet. It's like, guys, you're taking your time here. Just stop all the talking and beam over and just take care of business. No. No. They're going to talk first.
I have known Jimpock longer than any of you. I have faced him in battle. I know his heart. Go to him and issue a formal challenge. His pride, his arrogance will not allow him to refuse you.
A duel to the death for the right to lead.
Sometimes the old ways are best. Face the filthy Patak, Jaula, and bury your blade in his heart.
Whatever you plan to do, I recommend haste. The IKS Targ is approaching with a fleet at high warp.
A car.
Very well. Adetpa, I want you and Cochrane to lead our forces here against Akar and his fleet. I will lead a team to First City and seek to challenge Jimpock there. As former chancellors, I would like Laurel and Martok at my side to bear witness to our honorable victory.
And me. I'm going with you
If
because
that is your wish,
I'm the player.
I will not deny you. We will transport as close as we can to the Great Hall and begin the final assault from there.
Okay, here comes the ground part. Glad we're getting some of that.
Remind me to have a word with Adet Pa, if we survive. This is not an ideal place to begin our attack. That smell. Worse than Feklaw's backside.
It is certainly unique.
Under the circumstances, this was the closest she could get us to the Great Hall. Plug your nose and forge on.
What's the best route from here?
I know a path that leads to the Proving Grounds. From there, we should be able to fight our way to the Great Hall.
Listen, do you hear?
So we are going to have to
the
fight.
sounds of battle and bloodthirsty targs. Keep your weapons handy. The enemy is nearby.
Be wary. Around here, we have more than Jimpok's troops to worry about.
And I haven't
They
seen
stand
this
to suffer
part.
under Jimpok's rule. We may have more allies here than you think, General.
This is pretty, though. We're getting to see a different side of Kronos. Okay, we fight.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Oh, I'm being targeted. And send that your way. That did not do a lot, but I don't think it hit him exactly right. I'm being attacked from the back side. No. This is cool. We're like working through the alleyways.
Look, dissension in the ranks. Now is the time to strike.
We are
Take
striking.
the loyalists down while they are distracted.
We are striking. What do you think we've been doing?
Hold your fire! I am General Martok. Who do you fight for?
We are warriors of House Kang, General. We fight to restore the Empire.
Now you're warriors with us. Clear the floor, huh? There's a lot of them. Let's see if this works. It's hitting them, but it's not doing any damage. That's weird.
Personal shield losing power.
Ah, I'm dead. I wasn't even watching my health. I was trying to set up all these things. Ah, accolade complete. Descendant of Kalis. I don't know what. Oh, everybody's dead. We're all dead. Holy crap, that overwhelmed me. I did not see that coming. Well, let's try a different approach. Yikes. They overwhelmed me. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got a freaking battle targ. What am I talking about? Targ Grethor? Have at him. Why is it not attacking? Oh, it's like dying really quickly.
Personal shield losing power.
Well, my target's dead. No,
Kapla!
still alive.
Well
Target
fought,
missile.
Orion. That Orion was leading the defense here. Let us see what he knows about enemy defenses.
Enemy targets on sensors.
No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I want to talk to you. How do I talk to you? Talk to Syndicate Leader.
The Lady Ja'ula of House Mokai. Truly, it is an honor to meet you. Please, allow me to offer you my personal gratitude.
Gratitude? For what? I do not know you, Orion. What are you talking about?
His name is Usan Vek, and he is a notorious pirate. I suspect he's thanking you for all the good business this war has provided him. He made the mistake of attacking some freighters carrying goods from my house. A mistake he will never make again, if he is wise.
Consider that lesson well learned, General. I have far better uses for my ships than to serve as target practice for the warriors of House Martok. That's a tall order, friend. There isn't much around here that can get past those shields. Fortunately for you, I happen to have something that
For the right price.
For the right price, of course.
Earlier, you mentioned your gratitude. Provide us with the means to bypass the shielding, and we shall express our gratitude to you in return. Unless you prefer to deal with the Emperor.
I've seen what the Emperor does to Orions, my lady. We have a deal. Not far from here, some associates of mine are guarding a shipment of Tetrion explosives.
Okay.
They will knock that shielding down quite nicely. Though there is a small issue to be dealt with, I'm afraid.
What kind of issue?
My associates recently informed me that their position was in danger of being compromised by Imperial security. Unless you want those Tetrion lovelies in the hands of the Emperor, I'd suggest lending my people a hand. You'll find them at the following coordinates.
Very well.
I knew Usan Vek to be bold, but running a smuggling operation in the first city? I'm not sure if he is bold or insane.
I suspect a pirate operating in the Empire would need to be both, General.
So I do have the Targ. Isn't he supposed to be like attacking? It's a combat Targ. Someone's a level 66 Targ of Grethor combat pet. It is a combat pet. I don't know.
Lower your weapons! Usan Vek sent us.
That Gorn is Usan Vek's enforcer. Talk to him about the explosives.
The boss told us help was on the way. Nice to see he wasn't lying. Imperial security has arrested my crew pinned down.
He's also just right around the corner there. He's not too far away, so...
You need to get in there. We can talk about such things after we save my crew. Agreed? What's your aim? Wouldn't want to blow up your prize, would you?
Good advice. Shoot at Imperial security forces only.
Here we go.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
This is cool. A cool little area.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Ask the Gorn to check the cargo manifest.
Nice.
There may not be enough here to get the job done.
This is a cool area. I'm just looking around. This place looks really neat.
According to the cargo manifest, all of the Tetrion charges are in.
What? I didn't click anything. Where'd he go? What? He disappeared. What just happened? Where'd he go? He vanished. Huh? What? Is this a bug? Did I encounter a game-breaking bug? You have to be kidding me. Do I have to do... There he is. Where were you? Did he go on a bathroom break? He just like had to go to the bathroom real quick.
According to the cargo manifest, all of the Tetrion charges are in here. Is there a problem?
There may not be enough for what we need to do.
What are you trying to do? There's enough Tetrion in here to blow up a dreadnought.
We need to knock down the shielding around the Great Hall.
I see. You'll need to hit it at a weak point. Cause enough of a surge to overload the primary emitters and the backup grid.
Any recommendations?
Yanning. Found one. Courtyard side entrance, not far from here. It's a narrower approach. Less need to repel firepower of the same magnitude as the front gates.
Very well. Secure the charges and prepare for battle. We must not fail now. The battle is won. Gather the Tetrion charges while you can.
Oh, find Tetrion charges. Okay. Down here. Well, this is going to take a while. Oh, you have to take them. You have to open it, and then you have to take them. Wonder why they make you do this little chore. It's like, okay, I guess. Just takes more time. How am I fitting 50 Tetrion charges in my pocket? I don't know.
We've got what we came for. Let's go.
It's a neat area though, but yeah, where's the exit? It's not very clear where the exit's at. It's up, down, left, right, over here. I don't know. Not here. Maybe up. Yes, way over here in this specific place. I guess where I came in. Okay.
Over there, by that field. Place the charges there.
I thought we were gonna oh, I didn't look up. There is a shield covering this whole place. That is a beautiful shield. I just want to look at that. Look at it swirling. That's a neat effect. I like this shield. That's a good looking shield. I thought I was gonna have to like walk and find
Quickly,
the area.
Set the Tetrion charges.
But it's literally right here. You don't have to go far in this mission. Everything is kind of right around the corner.
Charges in place. Now, get to a safe distance and detonate them.
Is this really safe enough? Wow, I did it. Okay, where's my Targ? Hello, Targy.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Go get him, boy. Where'd my Targ go? He's right there. Defeat the
Reinforcements
disciples.
are beaming in. Prepare for battle.
The disciples of none. Watch out for their nanopulse weapons.
Like the wind,
They go
I do
down
not
pretty easy.
respect a fool. And there are many of them asking to dance on my blade.
They actually go down real easy.
Flanking damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power.
a lot of them, but they go down real easy.
Flanking damage detected.
Cutscene. Oh, he got shot.
The Emperor awaits you in the Great Hall! Face him, if you have the spine for it.
Is she gonna go?
Go. Do what must be done.
She is, by herself.
To return to the Rataran. Join the fight there. From one ex-chancellor to another. Use it well.
Come. We have
G-A-2.
business within the Great Hall.
G-A-2, G-A-2. Achoo. Transport me or something. Enter the Great Hall. And another cutscene.
Do you miss this place?
Yes, Targs too.
This is as close as you'll get to being Chancellor again, I'm afraid.
You are blocking my path, lackey. Make way!
Where'd you go?
Arrogant, misbegotten clone! Janchu!
Uh-oh. Oh, they're fighting. They are fighting. And we have multiple force
Your
fields.
path ends here.
Uh-oh, he has nanopulse weapons.
You will not save her. Jo'ula will die on the Emperor's blade.
Uh-oh.
Those force fields are blocking our way. Destroy the emitters in the walls to bring them down.
Well, I don't know why I brought my Horta out. I meant to bring the Targ out. Well, it'll work. Go get him.
So many fools, all eager to fight in a burning house. Ha ha!
Flanking damage detected.
Clever you are, but you will go no further.
These emitters have shields. Disable them with your tricorder, then destroy the emitters.
Time is your true enemy. I have plenty of it, but your Ula has
crap.
but a few dregs
Mycelial rift drones. That's right. That's part of his weaponry. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm being shot in the back. My Buford Tenon over a matter of $80. I guess these drones are going to keep appearing. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to go over here and scan these things I need to scan. You guys get my back.
Flanking damage detected.
Do I need to do the top one? No. Guys, take these people out for me. Hey, I got it. Yeah, these mycelial rift things are going to keep coming, I guess. Now, what did I do? Oh, you also have to fire on it. You can't just scan it. You got to fire on it also. And the mycelial drones are going to keep coming. Hey, it's chaining.
This is where you fail. You will never get past me.
You should have stayed in your own time, barbarian. There is no place for you in my empire.
Delusional old fool! The only place for you is Grethel! You will be there soon enough!
Well, I didn't mean to throw that at a drone, but these things are really annoying.
No. Not this time.
Adet Pa, we need to block a car's personal transporter.
Flanking damage detected.
The what? Need to
Have
do
you
what?
tried shooting him before he can use it?
Close proximity.
You know he runs at the first sign of peril, Captain.
Flanking
We
damage
need to
detected.
prevent that.
Understood. I need his transporter frequency. With that, I can block him. When he transports, scan the area he left. A few scans should provide his complete frequency.
Scan a car's transporter signature?
No. It is becoming annoying! Energize! Now!
Okay. Scan.
Quick,
Oh, that is cool.
scan his transporter signature.
I just did. That's a cool pattern. A cool visual.
Well done. Give me 2 more and I will shut that big nuke down.
You still live? Time to do something about that. Account to Tom! Emergency transport!
Scan it.
Scan his
Got
transporter
it.
signature.
Two scans done. 1 more, and his running days are over.
Well, a lot is going on while this is happening.
You are brave! And it is the brave ones who die. Always. Tom! Jolly Chu!
Joey.
Quick, scan his transporter signature.
Got it. I got them all.
Got it. I have locked him out of his own transporter. Send him screaming to Grethor, my lady.
I see fools remain while the house burns to ashes. Pathetic!
Let's get my Targ out.
What is this? What have you done?
Oh, there is no escape for
We got him.
this time, my worm. Give my regards to Vekla!
Oh, cutscene. I was shooting Jimpok there for a second. Did you see that? So they've been fighting this whole time back there, and she took him out.
You cannot win. I will not allow it.
Uh-oh.
You shall never rule.
Shoot it out of his hand. Do something.
Talk pa. Talk bear.
Or cut his hand off. That'll work too.
Not to be.
They will never follow you. Never.
That was a pretty good death. Good death scene. I guess they are gonna follow her. What do you know? Interesting. I wonder who's gonna be
I
leader.
believe this belongs to you now.
Is she gonna be the leader? Be weird, wouldn't it? It's not. She's gonna give it up. I can see it. I can see it in her eyes. She's thinking about it.
No.
It's not
It is
my
not
destiny.
my destiny.
She's giving it up.
belongs in your hand.
That's weird,
As
though.
Chancellor.
Laurel, come back from the dead, now in charge.
Rech Klingon Wochtach Judge!
Did we do it? Talk to Laurel. Okay, everybody, out of my way. Barreling through.
The sword of Kalish.
Kalish.
In my time, most believe it was a thing of legend, of myth.
I don't like the
will
little
not
effect they have on her
dishonor
voice.
This sacred weapon. Its legacy will not be tarnished by my hand. I swear it.
Of that, I have no doubt.
May it be a reminder in the days to come, as we rebuild what was broken and replace what was lost. A reminder of all that is great within the Empire.
Reforging the Empire will be a challenge, but one worthy of Kalish and all who dwell with him in Stovokor. Fortunately, we are Klingon. We live for such a challenge.
Kapla?
2 weeks have passed since the fall of Jimpok.
Oh, 2
Our
weeks.
wounds heal. The honored dead have joined their ancestors in Stovokor. Order has returned to the Empire. Rebuilding what was
That was a
broken or
Nakul
lost
there.
has begun.
And Worf, of course. We saw Worf. And the Jem'Hadar?
There is more to be done. But first, we will celebrate our hard-fought victory.
It pretty much ended as I expected. There were not many surprises there, or any surprises, really. Oh boy, look at all these people we get to talk to. You know how I am with the dialogue. Well, let's get through it because I want to see how this ends.
Despite a return to stability within the Empire, the Alliance must stand ready to provide assistance in the rebuilding effort here.
Agreed. Alliance must not turn their broke backs to the Klingons.
We cannot afford another Jimpok. The tragedy of Kithamer, or worse, could happen again. Especially if such a tyrant turned their eyes on the Federation or the Republic. Even the Dominion could be threatened by such a ruler.
I trust the Alliance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Alliance stuff. Martok?
I, for one, do not recommend running from a wave of mycelial destruction, no matter what age you are. It is not a pleasant experience.
Some believe you have more lives than a Grishnar cat.
Indeed. Grethar holds a number of fools who thought they would be the end of me. There are two, in particular, I'm glad to be rid of on this day.
Jimpok in a car?
Yes, though I am pleased that their deaths led to Gowron's release from Grethor. Now he resides with Kalis in Stovokor, and I have no doubt Feklar is glad to be rid of him. That wild-eyed schemer was probably well on his way to taking charge of the place when he was released.
I suspect he will keep Kalis on his toes from now on. What's going to happen about that deal that Jula made with Feklar?
When I was living a hermit's life on Nimbus 3, I thought I had seen it all. On that,
I guess she didn't fail, so maybe it's invalid
Civil
now.
war within the Empire, the return of Laurel, even a battle with giant cybernetic reptile.
Not to mention all the permutations of a car's virus.
Yes, but in the end, he was too clever for his own good. Dealing with his tricks gave me insight on his computer security. With that knowledge, I was able to trap him on Kronos, where he was dealt with once and for all. Well done, by the way.
Tarsev, an Alachi. Look at this.
There are more like me among the liberated Alachi. Some prefer life within the mycelial network, but others would like to return to their former lives when the time is right. Not at this time. The Alliance has asked me to represent the liberated Alachi. As an ambassador, I will be able to forge a new future for my people, and to protect the sanctity of the mycelial network. Perhaps in the future, I will return to a life among the Romulan people.
Oh, that's right, I forgot he was formerly Romulan.
My place is with the Alachi.
Alright, all we have is Laurel left.
Much has changed since my first time as Chancellor, and much has remained the same. I am already besieged with requests and calls for favor from many houses, great and small. Fortunately, I shall have the assistance of the latest torchbearer as we move forward and restore the Empire.
Torchbearer, that is quite the honor.
Indeed. As other torchbearers before me, it will be my role to act as an advisor to the Chancellor. And, if necessary, to get my hands dirty where she cannot. It is my intention to serve her and the Empire to the best of my ability. In my time here, we have been adversaries and allies. It has been a strange journey for us both.
That is
Without
could not
you,
be understated.
The Empire would have been lost. For your role in the conflict, you have my respect and my thanks.
Thank you. Keep walking the path of honor. We're done. Beam back to
The
ship.
event has concluded. You may beam back to your ship at your leisure.
The event has concluded. Is what event? The Klingon event? This whole Discovery era event? Well, the whole mission, apparently.
Once more, I stand for the Empire as its Chancellor. It is a singular honor, and I will lead by example in the days to come. There is much to be done, but we will meet every challenge and emerge victorious, for we are Klingon! Klingon Mach Tach Judge!
Sure.
You have been an honorable ally, and your name will be remembered in songs and tales forevermore. Glory to you and your house.
Thank you.
Kapla!
Let's take the Universal Kit module. Hey, and the mission's over. I do want to review the mission, so stay tuned. I'm going to do a review of the mission and the entire storyline because apparently it's over. So but first, before I do that, let's do a thing. Let's go to Kronos. Let's put on this Universal Console and let's give it a shot. It might not work on the ground in a public zone, but I want to try it anyway. Probably won't work. But I'm going to give it a shot. Beam down to First City. Let's just run out of the transporter room real quick. Alright, let's throw this thing on. It's on cooldown. I do not think I'm going to be able to use it here in a public zone. So we may not be able to demonstrate it. So it's 288 kinetic damage and 44 additional drain to shields. That's the damage it's going to do for me. Yes, cannot activate it in a public zone. I need to go to some battlefield zone area place. You know what I could do? I can review this mission, and while I'm reviewing this mission, let me go to a place where I can use it. Just so we can see what it looks like. I'm going to go... It's going to take me a while to get there. I'm going to go to the Voth Battleground Zone area. Should be able to use it there in the Dyson Sphere. That should work there. But I can review the mission while we're on our way. I don't think I can... I'm on cooldown for transwarp. So let's go ahead and review this mission. I have to say, I felt this mission was better than the last one. I had complaints about the last one being very long and drawn out. This one felt like the right amount of space battle and the right amount of ground battle. I think they balanced it well. You had the first part space, second part ground. Perfect. 50-50, cut it in the middle. That's a great mission there for time. So I enjoyed the construction of that. I thought that was done real well. The space battle, it turned out to be pretty good. It wasn't hard in terms of like tough enemies. It was hard in terms of, let's go to Solanae Dyson Sphere. It was hard in terms of them throwing a bunch of ships at you at once, just overwhelming ships, which is fine. That's one way to do it, gauntlet style. So that's okay. That made it difficult. I also liked the unique ability it had where it was targeting you with a mycelial rift, and then you had to go over to the other ship, get in that zone, that area of effect, where then it targeted her, and that kind of tempted Jimpock. That was a really cool, unique game mechanic there. Another game mechanic I liked was the ground part where you had to take out the shields at the very end, the cascading shields. You had a different thing you had to do each one. The first one, you just destroyed them. The second one, you had to scan it, then destroy it. But the third one was even more unique. You had to scan the transporter pattern of a car as you beamed out. You do it 3 times, then they could, counteract that ability. It was cool, and it had left a neat effect after he, beamed out. It left a really neat visual that I have never seen before in the game. That was really good looking. Another visual that was good were the mycelial rifts, where the ship came right up out of the mycelial rift at the in the beginning. That was kind of cool looking too. There's been some really cool visuals these last 2 missions. The last mission was the big explosion. I really enjoyed that. This one had some really good visuals as well. So they're really upping their game in terms of that for the game, which is really cool. The ground part was fun. It was good. I think it was the right balance. Any more would have been more. But they also overwhelmed you with numbers there. It wasn't like they were hard enemies. Even the Sons of None disciples were not hard enemies. They were just, they threw a lot at you. I even died once, you saw it. So I wasn't prepared exactly. So that can be challenging, and the numbers that they throw at you, that's good. So I enjoyed that, actually. I liked that. I found that fun. Now, the culmination of all this, Ja'ula winning, that's questionable, right? We started out as enemies. She came in this whole thing as our enemy and was really terrible, using mycelial rifts to kill people and then wipe that entire planet and just stuff like that. She was pretty bad. And then all of a sudden she's supposed to be redeemed. She's supposed to have a redemption, right? And we believe it. And then so much that at the end she's thanking us, and we're I can actually do it right in here. Let's just do this. There you go. It's a V pattern. And then they set. And that's pretty much it. I wish you could detonate it yourself. I wish they would, automatically detonate, of course, but I wish you could push the button if you want to detonate it yourself. Go boom whenever you want it to go. That would be cool. Anyway, that is it for the Universal Console. So that's a neat looking ability there. Let's actually go use it. Let's see. I want to see something blow up with it. So the whole Ja'ula thing, I'm kind of thinking do I buy it? Do I buy it? Do I like it? Do I want it? Something funky with that door. Do I like it? Do I want it? Do I trust it? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll tell you this much. I do not like the Discovery era stuff. I don't like it in this game. I don't like the show as much. Or at all. Well, I certainly don't like the first and second season. Like the third season better, but I don't like it in this game. It just doesn't feel right. She's time traveled to the future. And now she's got such an important role. What I want to do is use it on something. Can I use it on this dinosaur? That's cool. Oh, there you go. You saw it. So the thing is, I don't like the Discovery stuff to begin with. So having a whole series of missions, this Klingon, where's the missions? This Ja'ula's Discovery and then Klingon Civil War stuff that's based around it is not to my liking. But it is in the game, well, including Age of Discovery. We got 3 series that are basically dedicated to this whole thing. And I'm not sure that I like that. But it's there. So that's how it is. I don't know what else to say about that. I am glad that it's finally over. Is this it? Are we done with Ja'ula? Are we done with L'Rell? Are we done with all of it? Gosh, I hope so, but I fear that we are not. Because you still got the third season of Discovery to deal with, and even though they brought in the lockbox, the Discovery Far From Home lockbox, which has, you know, Discovery third season stuff, are they going to base content on that? I don't know. If they do, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but they might. They might develop some missions based on that. Why not? They could, right? They could even bring Daniels into it. So, you know, who knows? But I don't know. I hope this is the end of the Discovery stuff, though. I'm telling you that much. I just really, really do. And from that, I don't know where they would go next. I don't know what the next storyline mission would be, because there's only, I mean, if they want to bring in content from that's, you know, on TV, it would be the Picard series, it would be the Discovery series. Maybe they could do some from that new animated cartoon show, but I don't know what they could do from that. That's kind of like current era, which would make more sense, actually. So I don't know what they'll do for storyline content moving forward. I just, you know, I'm kind of done with the Ja'ula stuff. That's all I'm saying. How do I feel about... I see, I don't like the fact that they made Jumpak an enemy to begin with, though. He starts off in this game, and you play the story, as a good guy. I don't like them making him the enemy, and then making, like, Ja'ula and L'Rell the good guys. They've basically, like, vindicated Discovery by doing that. I'm not sure I like that. They didn't need to do that. It wasn't necessary. He didn't need to be a bad guy. And they made L'Rell and Ja'ula the good guys. Also, the L'Rell stuff is weird because, and I guess it was with Kahless too, but, you know, I can buy a clone with memories, but that's a thing, right? You can do that. I could see that they would have the technology to make a clone and make a clone that has memories. Okay, great. But, because you could implant memories, you could make up memories, whatever, but to bring back the soul of a dead person like L'Rell and put it in a cloned body, we're hinging on magic for this game, not in the real world. Don't want to, you know, get into that, but I'm saying we're you know, we had to go to this Feklar place and find her soul, and then we can magically put it back in her body, and now she's who she was before. That means in the Klingon society, nobody really needs to die. They can die and you just go get their soul, make a cloned body, and everybody can live again. Let's just save everybody from Feklar and Stovacor or whatever. Just bring them all back to life. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little weird. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because that's kind of an odd thing here. Kind of maybe outside the realm of what Star Trek is, a little bit. More on the mythological, more on the supernatural. You know what I mean? Because they've already retconned, whatever, the fact that the Feklar people, Fikari, were made by the founders, right? Like, they're corrupted beings that the founders made to scare the Klingons. So they're not even supernatural, they're just genetically made beings. I can buy that. That's science, it's Star Trek, that fits. But this other supernatural stuff they're getting into, I'm not, that's edging on the border there for Star Trek. I guess you could say the same for... No, you can't say the same for Q, because even Q is really just an energy being and a more advanced... was once a physical person that has now become an energy being. They've ascended, basically. So, yeah, I don't know. This Klingon stuff just kind of borders on that a little bit. Going to Grethor, going to Stovacor, going to get their soul and put it back in their body, that sort of thing. Anyway, I'll just stop right there, because now I'm babbling. So there you go. That's the end of the mission. That's the end of this series, hopefully. the Klingon Civil War. I hope now there's peace and we can get back on with real Star Trek stuff here. I love the Klingon content. I just don't like Ja'ula and the fact that it's Discovery based. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, that was a day long remembered. And if you enjoyed this video and you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel, giving the video a like. Definitely would appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.